Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my little guest here today. Excited to do a get to know me video. So I figured now that I started my channel, I just kind of wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself and who I am and all of that stuff. And then I have a list that I pulled up of random questions that I'm going to answer on the spot. My name is Victoria Stavropoulos. I'm from a town called Needham outside of Boston. It's west of Boston. I grew up here. I've been asked before, am I from Greece? No. My dad is actually from a small village in Greece, and I grew up very Greek. We were sent to Greek school our whole lives. I went to Greek school for 8 years. And yeah, being Greek has always been a big part of my life. I grew up dancing my whole life. I grew up dancing at a studio called Paulette's Ballet Studio. I took everything from ballet, jazz, tap, hip hop, point, modern, lyrical, contemporary. I just grew up dancing my whole life. It's actually something that I share with my older sister. So I have a sister that's 3 years older than me. We're super, super close, and we've always danced together our whole life. So when I went to college, I went to Suffolk University in Boston, and I went to school for a year, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I can't not dance. So how can I figure out how I can incorporate dance in my life? So I actually went to New York and I auditioned for Marymount Dance Program, and I got into that. But then I came back and I was like, okay, I'm either gonna do that or I could stay going to Suffolk. My sister had done 1 year of NFL cheerleading at the time, and I was like, I could stay at Suffolk and try out for the Celtics dancers, and if I make that, then I could do both. I could do a school major and then dance as well. So I was like, let me try it. So I went to my very first audition. I was just 18 years old when I made Celtics. Did it for 3 years. I had the most amazing coach ever who's such a mentor in my life, and I just love her so much, and it just impacted every decision I made from that point forward. So I did Celtics for 3 years. I graduated school and I was like, okay, I need to focus on using the career or the major that I just spent all this money on getting in the degree. So started looking around for different jobs, and I applied everywhere. I started one job, I absolutely hated it. I was an event coordinator, and I remember my first time getting an interview at a company that I loved. And I walked into the office and I was like, oh my gosh, I'll never get this job. It's just way too cool here. And I remember getting in my car after the interview, and it was kind of one of those things where I didn't think I was gonna get it. So I went in and I was like, I'm just gonna be authentically 100% myself, and there's no chance, so why not? And so I remember I left the interview and I called one of my friends and I was like, oh, there's absolutely no chance. I actually said to her, I was like, it's such a waste of time going to all these interviews. 2 weeks later, I got an offer from them and another company, and it was the best day of my life. So last year, I decided I was gonna try out to be a Patriots cheerleader. My sister had done it for 4 years and she loved it so much, and so I decided that I wanted to try out for the team, and I auditioned, and I made it my first year being a Patriots cheerleader, and I've been a cheerleader since. It's been the most incredible experience, and I've met so many incredible people and gotten to do so many amazing things. We live in Boston, and I didn't even mention my fiance, Paul. We just got engaged about 7 months ago, which is crazy. It's gone by so fast. Together for 9 years, 9.5 now. And I remember getting home that night. I was sleeping over my friends, and I laid down in the sleeping bag on the floor that I was sleeping in, and I was literally just thinking to myself, wow, I literally want to be with this kid. I want to marry him. I loved him so much, and I didn't even know him. It was just the minute I met him, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta be with him. So you guys know a little bit of background on me. The hope for my YouTube channel is, I've wanted to make a channel for so long, but I was always afraid to just be authentically myself, and that's primarily what I'm gonna do on this channel, is just be 100% me, and just try to spread as much laughter and joy as I can. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm at Victoria_Stav. But I just like love health and wellness and motivation for others to like get on a health and wellness journey. And yeah, that's pretty much what I want to share here. I've also like been obsessed with like beauty and all that good stuff for so long. And my parents always used to be like, Victoria, you got to clean out the cupboard. Like you have 5 million beauty products. And I always had so much stuff because I just like love trying new things. And so hopefully I can like at least do like reviews and stuff and give you guys some input on maybe like what's good and what's not good. So that's that. I'm going to answer some questions, random questions on here that are like completely randomly selected. I have no idea what they are. So the first one is, were you named after anyone? Okay, so my first name is Victoria, and then my middle name is Georgia Stavropoulos. And so my middle name is, I'm named after my grandmother, on my dad's side. And yeah, that's it. Victoria's not named after anyone. I was supposed to be named Athena, but my mom saw me when I came out, she said, and she was like, it's just not an Athena. And so my name is now Victoria. When was the last time you cried? Maybe last week or something. I definitely almost cried last night because Paul hid something from me as a joke and I was really upset over it. So that's the last time I almost cried. But last week was the last time like I actually cried over something. Do you like your handwriting? It's hard. I like my handwriting when I try. If there's one thing that you can know about me, it's that I'm like obsessed with pens, and I've got like basically staples in my office area. It's like kind of overwhelming because I have so many pens, but I'm obsessed with pens and I love like writing things down when I have fresh pens. So I like my handwriting if I have a good pen and I'm like trying to be neat. Otherwise it's a little bit sloppy. What's your favorite lunch meat? Turkey. That's a weird question, but turkey. Do you have kids? No, but I do have pet kids. This is Ivy, and then like I said, Sage, who never came. So I do have pet kids. Oh, she wants belly rub. You still have your tonsils? Yes. Would you bungee jump? I'd like to think I would, but I most definitely would not because I would be too afraid. I'm like kind of afraid of heights. So the short answer is no. What's your favorite cereal? That would probably be, oh, hi. Come on. My favorite cereal would probably have to be Captain Crunch, although Captain Crunch basically rips the roof of your mouth off, so just make sure you let it sit in the milk a little bit. But yeah, I love Captain Crunch. Oop, we got a guest. Okay, only 2 more. Do you untie your shoes when you take them off? Never. I always, guys, can we just have a little bit of a, never. I actually buy sneakers that are already, don't even think about it, Sage. I always buy sneakers that are like, honestly, don't even have laces. They're like slip on because I'm that lazy. And then I always basically cut the circulation off my finger trying to get the shoes on when they're still tied because I'm very lazy about it. And then the last question, do you think you are strong? That's a good question. I think I would like to say that I am strong. I've been through a lot of things in my lifetime. Shared that much, like I don't really share a lot of stuff that I've been through with people, but I've definitely been through a lot of difficult times, and so I'd like to say that I'm strong and I've made it out of those times and tried to like I guess invest my energy in positive things, like reinvest stress into positive goals and stuff. So yeah, that's a little bit about me, guys. I'm excited to continue sharing on here, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, I never thought I would say that, but please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'm going to continue making these. So I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.